The name of this song is Because He Lives. Few bobbles on that. Of course, I'm still starting out and beginning with this thing. Just a few notes on this right in here. This row stays the same, but these rows here repeat themselves. So that note's the same as that one. That's the same as that one. But this note is always a different note. It doesn't have another repeat on here. So you kind of anchor on this middle row right here. At least that's what I'm doing right now. And it gives you an option of either going down It's a little awkward to me. So instead of going down on the lower side, I decided to play it on the top side, right in here. So again, we start on this, and this right in here is a D. So it goes D, and then it drops down to a B, and then a C, D, B, C, D, B, C, right here. So they're kind of close together, but I can come on to start with this finger here. And this is a G up in here. So this jumps over a G instead of having my G here. The G is up in here. So that gives me G to the B. That's a B. Instead of having to come here and jump up, it seems like the B is in line down in here with what I'm playing. So then when you come up here, it makes it a little bit easier to play up in that side. So that's why I'm going that route right there. Some songs I'm finding play better down here, but this particular song plays better up in there. So I'm using my thumb. Sometimes you see a person playing these chromatic chords, they keep their hand down there and they play with just the 4 fingers. But since I'm so used to using my thumb on a regular keyboard, it just seems natural for me to grab this. And then that gives me the ability to reach and make the gap here. So again, I use my index finger to start it off on the D. And then I can reach up here, and I want to make sure that these fingers stay anchored at home, because I'm playing these these buttons here. And see how that just follows that right there just follows my fingers, those buttons right there. My fingers, even though they go down at an angle instead of cross, my hand just kind of naturally falls right on top of those buttons. So it makes it a little bit easier for me to get those. So again, start with the B, with the index finger, cross over, under, G, again, this is a C sharp or A flat. I think it's C sharp, C, or D flat, I guess. And there's a so I'm still trying to get these down. I'm basically haven't learned my note reading very well to name the notes off. I just have learned where they are on the instrument, haven't bothered to name them. So in doing this, I'm working really hard at naming my buttons and naming my notes on the staff, so that I can see the note and say, oh, that's this finger. No, oh, that's a G, that's an A, that's an F. And so I've worked on that for some time, but it's not my strong suit. So I still have to constantly work on that. So and then on this note here is the same as this one, and I was playing, but that just seemed like I was going all over, up, down, and around, and I found play that, and again, that's, since this is this is an accidental here, so this, and that just happens to be the B flat. So again, get my fingers on the rows where I want them. So I just reach up above, instead of playing this is my hatch key, this is a C. This right in here is an F. That's the natural F. This is the way to mark it. So this basically comes up, and then actually, since I'm in the key of G, that's be the note that I'd play would be that up there to be in key. But so again. Back here with this finger right by the joint of my thumb. And then here I go with the accent. Here I am again now. Since I'm in the G, there's my F sharp. So there's no accidental. I just have to remember that that's written there. The other notes I've been playing have been written in as a sharp to give me my accidentals. And I'm adding a little flair to it. And that's really how it's supposed to be. And that just kind of helps me get in, because I just want these fingers are just kind of lined up with each other, so it just. I got to remember, I want to keep on getting the index finger there, but I got to remember to keep it posted here and play that. And then reach over the top with my ring finger to get to C. And that's the reason why, is because I have to keep these fingers there so I can reach down with my thumb and go ahead and play this D that I have to keep on playing. This D is probably the most played note on the whole song. So there's a little bit of what I've learned over the last month or so of working with this accordion. Again, I've been working with the chromatic keyboard longer than that. I had another smaller accordion that, unfortunately, brand new. It had a warranty issue, and I had to send it in. And now they've replaced it with a whole nother accordion. And unfortunately, I'm trying to get the sound sets put back in that Dale Mathis has on the accordion, and I'm having a little trouble figuring out how to do that. And I may have to later on either send the accordion to Dale and have him fix it, or just get with him online and have him walk me through it a little bit better. But anyway, I have a little red one that has a smaller keyboard. It has a 2-octave keyboard on it. Now this is a full octave. This is a full range keyboard here for accordion. This has 91 buttons on here, but that doesn't mean that there's 91. It's equal to, I think it's 41 keys that you have on the standard accordion. So this is equal to that. It's just that it's arranged where you play certain notes. You can play them in different places on the keyboard, and again, that allows a lot of creativity. And when you're playing in certain songs or certain modals of the key that songs are written in, and depending upon where that song starts and where it's basically written, is basically what depends on how you're going to play it and where you're going to place your hands. And there's about 3 different ways you can actually play on here, the scales, and it just depends on what mode you're in on the key in order for you to do it right. But anyway, hope this isn't boring. Thanks for watching.